Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts, so the weather and the traffic for the week of April 15th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and 19th, we've got a very special conjunction going on in your sign, with Mercury retrograde combining forces with Venus. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. Mercury retrograde and Venus together are probably going to be conspiring, whether they know it or not, to give you some kind of special favor that may catch you off guard. Now, when we talk about happy accidents, this could be something that throws off a project that you're working on, something that you are leading, or something that is maybe a solo venture or a personal priority that you don't really share with a lot of other people, right? This is something that you're probably running yourself or something more on your own personal path. But even though it may be catching you off guard, again, a happy accident is a happy accident. And there could be something special to gain from some unexpected good news here. On the 20th through the 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, your second house of income and values, valuables, security, and employment. And this is an incredibly powerful conjunction here because this is all about flips of fortune, and it only happens about once every 14 years. When we have Jupiter and Uranus conjunct in the second house, there is a wonderful turn that is getting started around this time. You're going to notice things as we go through the rest of April and into May changing when it comes to work opportunities, financial plans, financial arrangements to close up the last 14 years of your life as far as what has been the most consistent, what has been the ongoing theme as it relates to your professional life or your financial life. And Jupiter conjunct Uranus, a flip of fortune, means kind of doing a big reset on it all and moving you into a space where you're actually on a higher path than where you've been, resetting the old and substituting it with something brand new and better. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, Aries, it's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So I've just charged and shuffled these cards, and so let's lay them out for you. We've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Let me just make some room here. Okay. So when it comes to your spiritual theme, you've got the Moon card upright. And so this week you're going to be kind of taking a walk on what might feel like the wild side. The Moon card is all about mysteries, it's all about puzzles, it's all about things that need to be sorted out. We are going to be seeing the hidden sides of all things, whether it's the hidden sides of roads, pursuits, projects, stories, and conversations. And we're also going to be, put in situations where we need to take some time to investigate and dig deeper when it comes to conversations and new things that come up as well. The moon has two sides, and unfortunately we can only see one at a time. Luckily with this card though, with enough work and enough sleuthing, you'll be able to see the whole picture and not just what's on the surface or what has been on the surface. And so make sure that you are, of course, getting your thinking caps out for this week in all areas of your life. For your work and your finances and material concerns, you've got the Chariot upright. And the Chariot is all about victory, success, overcoming obstacles, charging ahead, fast progress, and accelerations. And so you might find that this is going to be a rather busy week for you, a rather hectic week, but also one where you are making a lot of really important strides. Money is coming in more quickly. Things that maybe were kicked off for down the road, or things that maybe were fallen behind, are starting to either keep up or get pushed out of your way, in order to make room for bigger and better things. The Chariot can also indicate a very important triumph or a very important victory. You are going to get a chance to celebrate this week as well. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people, news from others, you've got the Ten of Cups reversed, which is indicating that there could be some issues coming up around, insincerity, superficiality, overcompensation, things that appear one way on the outside as a way to overcompensate or misdirect for a real problem that's just underneath the surface. Now, this could be something that is discovered that's been going on for a while with a contact or a group or a family member or somebody that you know. Or this could be a warning against believing people based on talk and presentation alone, right? Aesthetic and affirmation, they're not really proof of anything. And so you're going to definitely want to be looking for proof, looking at things honestly, and making sure that you are letting people know that you're only going to be dealing with honest information and not really giving out the benefit of the doubt too freely this week, or believing, tall tales and yarns and whatnot, because there could be some issues that you don't know. Either you're helping continue, which you don't want to help continue because you're believing the wrong thing, or there's a lot of things that are just, again, surface, superficial, aesthetic affirmation, and again, not really true at all, causing problems underneath a veneer of looking all happy, shiny, and bright on the outside. And again, that could be something that you are dealing with, that's been going on, or something that could come up this week you need to be careful about, right? Especially when it comes to signing off on things, agreeing to do things, and all of that. For your challenge, you've got the Ace of Wands upright, which is all about brilliant new beginnings. It's actually a really good card. The Ace of Wands is all about new initiatives, new quests, new journeys, new gains, new wins, new passion, new fire. And when we have the Ace of Wands show up as a challenge, it's time for us to embark. It's time for us to get down to work. It's time for us to start maybe taking actions where we have been waiting, where we've been procrastinating, or maybe get down to business with taking ourselves out of our comfort zones, out of our familiar spaces, out of our routines, out of our everyday, in order to jumpstart our engines. There could be some really cool opportunity coming your way that you have to be able to work with in the moment. You have to be able to capitalize on in the moment. And if you're taking things too slow, you're going at a plod, or you're letting yourself get distracted, or you just kind of get sucked up in other people's patterns or your own usual patterns, you could miss out. And finally, for relationships and romance, you've got the Six of Wands reversed, which is all about changes of heart, and it's all about backpedaling, walking away from a certain course of action that's either been undertaken or has been on the verge of coming forth into being. Now, this could be something a partner is doing. They might be making a change of heart or having a change of heart about something that they've taken on or they've been doing. And this is a true neutral card. Like, this could be a happy change of heart. You could be really glad that they're not going forward with, that bad idea or that bad professional road or that bad whatever. However, this can indicate, again, because it is neutral, perhaps changes of hearts about things that we do need to be honest about as well, things that we might want to backpedal away from, canceling a plan, canceling an arrangement, re-evaluating, or maybe re-examining something that maybe we've been trying to do together, or something that does affect both of us in a way where we should maybe have a change of heart. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this change of heart could go either way. It could indicate you might have a change of heart yourself about a situation that maybe tells you to walk away from that person or walk away from something that you've been tentative about, or you might have a change of heart or a reason to have a change of heart about something that you wrote off or didn't give a fair shot. And the same can go the other way when it comes to others and their treatment for you. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to, of course, like, share, and subscribe. And since this is only a general reading, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts, so the weather and the traffic, for your week of April 15th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, which is your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, shortcuts, as well as old business as it may affect the present. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And there could be something going on where a happy accident turns out to give you a boost of good luck as it relates to something that you've had going on behind the scenes in your life, something you've been maybe dealing with people behind closed doors, private projects, private conversations, or maybe even the revelation or the reveal of some kind of special shortcut or gift for you. This can also indicate the possibility of an unexpected favor or gift coming out of the past for you as well. On the 20th and through the 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in your sign. And this is all about flips of fortune and a 14-year cycle change. And that's because Jupiter conjuncts Uranus typically about once every 14 years or so. And when we have this, there is a migration to a new path that is a higher level, or something that is going to be more abundant, more comfortable, but also more furthering and more accelerated in its growth and what it gives back to you than what you have been living, how you've been carrying on this last 14 years. Now, because this is happening in your sign, you may find that, your normals, or what has been a consistent theme, especially around things that you have been taking care of yourself, your own personal path, your own personal projects, things that have been more of your personal journey, are all going to be going through some major flips, closing up what has been consistent or normal in this part of your life for the last 14 years and replacing it again with a better one, starting a brand new cycle, something that is a cut above the rest. And this is only getting started on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This is going to be a very strong theme and consistent and ongoing as we go on even into mid to late May. So that is what I've got for you as far as the astrology is concerned. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot traffic. And so, of course, I've already charged and shuffled my cards. You've seen me do that in enough videos, but I thought I would just kind of get down to business now. So we're going to be looking at spiritual themes, money, work, material concerns, news and messages, communications from other people, friends, family, and contacts, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay, so when it comes to your spiritual theme of the week, you've got the Ace of Cups upright, which is all about new important connections, gifts, opportunities, doors opening for you, and important exchanges that are going to be helping to redirect a lot of courses that you have been on in your life. With the Ace of Cups, this is going to be also a week with a lot of new important commitments that are going to be getting put on the table. This could be, of course, relationship stories, professional stories, or things going on just with plans or projects you're running yourself. But with the Ace of Cups, we are also getting investments from people, whatever those kinds of investments are going to be. And because this is about new connections and new gifts coming your way, you can also bet that you're going to be very well taken care of by others too. Just be prepared. Again, this is about new beginnings, not always reinvesting in what we have been working with. When it comes to your material circumstances, work, job, finances, all of that, you've got the Judgment card reversed. And the Judgment card reversed is all about something stopping short, something getting cut short. This can be a card of quits, drops, cancellations. And I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you deciding to take your leave of a certain situation that you have been wrapped up in, whether you are ending a financial arrangement, you are ending a financial plan, or maybe some of you could be finding something worthy of quitting a current work or financial commitment for. However, with the Judgment card reversed, this can also indicate some canceled plans or turn downs or changes of events that come up this week that also require you to maybe change your route a little bit, professionally or financially speaking, because this can also indicate something going on in the environment that might be shutting down a corner of this part of your world, or kind of show you where a road might be closed for a while, and you're going to need to be ready to make some adjustments with that. When it comes to your friends, relatives, contacts, messages from other people, you've got the World card upright. And the World card is all about success. It's all about level ups. It's all about wrapping up stories, wrapping up cycles, and beginning something completely new. A lot of the times with the World card upright, this is something that creates a long-term change that helps us to kind of promote ourselves, raise up in our status and raise up in our station. And this could be the successful conclusion of a story, a journey, or a joint venture, or this could be some kind of gift or some development going on in your world that is helping to level you up out of a present condition, or maybe a status that you've occupied for a very long time, whether it's socially, professionally, familially, relationally, it doesn't matter. But with the World card upright, be prepared. A lot of wrap-ups and a lot of wins are going to be happening at the same time. For your challenge this week, you've got the Magician upright, which is all about moving on up as well. In fact, with the Magician card, this is a card of having all of your resources, all of your avenues, all of your roads go through a major improvement, major renovation process. The Magician card can also indicate, if it's a challenge, that there may be some things going on that require us to raise our standards, allow ourselves to rise up, but also at the same time take on a lot of new responsibilities that do promise great rewards. With the Magician card, if you've been slumming it, if you've been taking it too easy, if you've been kind of lazy, if you're trying to pretend baby steps are big steps, get over it, because with the Magician card upright, you're going to get a chance to step into the world of VIP treatment somewhere in your life, and you are also going to be getting a lot of help, but it's going to require you to be ready to get down to work and get to action in ways where maybe it's a bit more demanding than normal, but you will be well taken care of. It's just, again, everything around you seems to be kind of changing up in a really good way. You're just not going to be used to the new standard, I think. You'll have to excuse my neighbor. They're doing some work outside right now. For your love life and romance and relationships, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. The Nine of Cups is all about fulfillment, wish fulfillment, as well as happiness, contentment, getting a chance to maybe live in the lap of luxury for a while, as well as take yourself, on a bit of a honeymoon experience. And this could be showing up for those of you who are in relationships or are married, and for those of you who are single, because the Nine of Cups is indicating wish fulfillment and fantasy fulfillment is on the table. Now, this could be something where a lot of you are finding that a partner or a love interest is also going through a bit of a rise this week in terms of what's going on in their life outside of the relationship, and it gives you guys a chance to, well, spend some time together, right? Kind of get away. Give yourselves a honeymoon moment. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is likely a big win that is going to help you and a new person, whether known or unknown, have one of your own. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Remember, these are just general readings, not personal readings. And so if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts, so the weather and the traffic for your week starting April 15th, 2024. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your 11th house of friendships, community, your support system. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And it's likely that on or around these days, there's going to be some kind of, well, happy accident that is going to occur in a collaboration or in something that you've got going on with a friend, or something that involves a happy accident concerning you and a friend. When we have this kind of connection, however, this is going to be taking care of you and them at the same time. This could indicate some weird shakeup, or perhaps some kind of change of fortune in one or both worlds that's going to actually be giving you each some kind of special gift. And there could also be some kind of unexpected favor that is going to be lifting up a joint goal, joint pursuit, or something that is also going to brighten the world around a close friendship or community that you're a part of. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your 12th house of the past, private matters, things you're carrying on behind the scenes, things that you don't really come out into the light of day, old business as it affects the present, secrets, shortcuts, and even pursuits that might be kind of on a need-to-know basis. And when we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus, it's all about flips of fortune and 14-year cycle changes. Now for you, this is actually quite significant because it's already occurring in an area that rules the past. And this is almost like a time warp experience for you. However, regardless of what's going on, Jupiter conjunct Uranus is kind of taking you out of a normal or away from a path you have been on in some fashion over the course of the last 14 years and swapping it, doing a big flip over the course of this next month and a half, where you are getting migrated to a higher quality of life, something that's going to actually be better for you and better for your finances, thanks to Jupiter, but also better for your social life, better for your ability to get out there, better for you in general. When we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, it could be undoing a past decision, undoing a legacy of something that might be upwards of 14 years old that's still been running your life, or this could just be breaking you out of some kind of commitment or standard or way of life that you have been living for the last 14 years, and again, substituting it with something far superior. And so that's going to be, again, not just for this couple of days. It gets started over this couple of days, but it carries on strong for the next month and a half. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. And I've already charged and shuffled these cards, and so we're just going to get right down to business. Spiritual themes, money, material concerns, work, and your professional life, news, contacts, messages from other people, friends and family, things like that. Challenges, and love and romance. Okay. So for your spiritual theme, you've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And the Seven of Wands reversed can call us to pay attention to bad strategy, where we might be putting our energy in the wrong spaces, or where we might be fighting our battles the wrong way, fighting the wrong battles, or even fighting for the wrong side when it comes to certain battles and certain issues that we've been dealing with. I've seen this card show up in readings for people who might not know that they're actually kind of working for the bad guy in a situation. That might come up, or you might find out that maybe we are throwing too much energy at one thing while another thing should be prioritized. We might be holding the door open for adversarial influences, whatever is going on there. With the Seven of Wands reversed, whatever, we do need to pay attention to where we might be taking some inappropriate approaches to our goals or our ambitions, or maybe we might actually be not working with the best goals. Sometimes this card can also show up where some things are coming up this week where you need to be ready to face where there could be some issues that we've let slide that we can't let slide anymore. Where we need to actually get more involved, be less permissive, maybe even be a little bit less lenient with people. Otherwise, there could be some issues that come up, and it's important to get this card every once in a while, right? You'd want to know if there was a crack in the foundation. You'd want to know if there was termites or something. We do need to get that information every once in a while. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, you've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed is all about dropping things, scrapping things, repurposing, and salvaging. And it's likely this week there may be kind of a bittersweet development going on with a financial matter or a professional matter. Now, the good news is, the sweet side is you're getting something that has become a burden, a holdback, a setback in your life off your plate. It's getting eliminated. And this could be something that is happening because you are dropping it yourself, or it could be something that is an environmental cause that gets it off your plate. However, it could be something sometimes where we're not really happy about it because we kind of sunk a lot of cost into it. We've invested a lot into it, and we might be really disappointed that there isn't a good end to that. With that in mind, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, talking about salvage and repurposing, you are going to be getting realigned to a better road, or onto a better plan, or onto a superior path this week at the same time. So make sure that attachment doesn't cause you to not see the good in the situation. Make sure attachment doesn't let you go down with a bad ship, or keep you in a space where you can't see the saving grace in the situation. For your community, news from other people, friends, relatives, others in your life, you've got the Three of Swords upright. And the Three of Swords upright is a card of heartache. It's a card of conflict. It can be a card of betrayal, or even feelings of treachery that are getting manifest, or even treacherous or unhealthy actions doing harm to other people at the same time. There could be something that comes up where we discover that a contact of ours has been not acting in our best interest, or something that we have been doing with them has been betraying us in some way, whether we wanted to see it or not. This can also indicate a situation where some of you may choose to walk away or go no contact with a friend or a connection that you have, whether it's a personal connection or a professional connection, because of this reveal, because of what is coming out here. And sometimes it happens. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. And the Five of Wands reversed is all about knowing when it's time to take a time out, take a pause, call back your activities, call back your energy, recuse, excuse, or withdraw yourself from things that have maybe been very demanding or requiring a lot of your attention, requiring a lot of your investment and a lot of you, or things where it's just been competing for the things that you want in your life. When we have this card reversed, especially with that Seven of Pentacles reversed there, it's time to pay attention to where you are better off sometimes packing up your toys and your video games and going home, or spending the rest of the night of the sleepover at a better friend's house. That is what this week is really going to be all about. This is a time where you are going to need to know when to drop things for your own good. Quit fighting fights that are not really good fights, right? We might even find out with that Seven of Wands reversed that it might not be a good fight to be fighting after all, but you are going to be given a chance for some rest, some peace, some support, and relaxation if you follow the guidance of the cards here. For your relationships and love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands reversed is not really a fun card to have. It can be fun, but it can kind of after a minute. So the Knight of Wands reversed is all about erratic behavior, chaotic behavior, impulsivity, indecision, a lack of self-control, too much energy to be manageable. And I feel like for a lot of you, there could be something going on with a partner or a spouse or somebody close to the relationship, somebody that you guys interact with regularly, that is playing up. And you could find that a partner or a spouse is driving you up the wall this week, or you may be finding that they have been engaging in behavior, or there could be something going on where you're going to want to kind of take a step back for a little bit, or even try and check their methods. And because sometimes this card can indicate risky behavior, whether it's risky with money, risky with reputation, risky with sensitive projects. And it's something that is getting really wound up. You're going to have to face there. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is not really a great card either, because this can indicate a risky person being a bit of a temptation, this week. And this might be somebody who's really good at being sexy and flirtatious and fun and high energy. But at the same time, there's a price, and there's something that we definitely want to make sure that we don't, fall for when it comes to this situation. Keep your options open. If you are going to be exploring any kind of new romances, of course, make sure that you know this person well enough that you can at least understand what they're really like, and be careful of, a ship passing in the night that might be on fire. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And remember, of course, these are only general forecasts, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting April 15th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So this week, on the 18th and on the 19th, we've got Mercury conjunct Venus in Aries, and Mercury is still retrograde. And when we have Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus, it's all about happy accidents and unexpected favors. And this is occurring in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And so there could be something coming up here where a happy accident at work, a happy accident somewhere in a professional environment, or maybe something of an unexpected favor or a sudden change of attitude in a boss, or maybe in a coworker or a workspace, is going to be giving you a chance to try a new road on for size or cash in on some kind of special gift. On the 20th, 21st and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your 11th house of friendships, your support system, and community. And with Jupiter conjunct Uranus, this is all about flips of fortune and a changing of a cycle that's about 14 years old and switching it out with something completely new. Now, this is, of course, going to be focusing on your community and your social life. But with Jupiter conjunct Uranus, this is also giving you a chance to change your sense of tribe. Also give yourself an opportunity to migrate into a space where possibly your friendships, your community are going to be thriving all the more. This can also indicate a transformation that is going to be affecting a very lofty goal or ambition, something that you may have been having for all your life, or some kind of big dream or aspiration, because it's going to be taking you out of a cycle or a trend that you've been stuck in for the last 14 years and helping you to finally align with that opportunity and, or an opportunity to realize it. And that's not just happening on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It's only getting started there. This influence is going strong for the next month and a half. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. And I've already charged and shuffled these cards. You've seen me do that plenty of times over the course of the last few months on this channel, so I figured I'd spare you. And we're just going to get down to business. So, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay, let me just scooch these. Here we go. Okay, so the spiritual theme of the week for you. Now, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And the Knight of Cups reversed is one of the cards that warns us about involvements, attachments, and shared spaces where our energies might be getting crossed up with other people and their own issues or their own stuff is mixing with our stuff and creating a problem. It is one of the cards that asks us to pay attention to the company that we keep, but also at the same time take responsibility for the things that we are getting attached to as well. This card can indicate, some issues that could come up this week around people's selfish behavior, especially selfish behavior that might disguise itself as self-preservation. And it's a sanitation check, is what I would call it, a spiritual and social sanitation check of a week for you. How clean, how healthy, and how supportive is what we're sharing or attaching or linking with other people. That will be revealed on again, off again throughout the course of this week. For your material concerns, work, job, and finances, you've got the Queen of Cups reversed. And so the Queen of Cups reversed is a drain at the end of the day. A lot of the times the Queen of Cups reversed, we find ourselves in a situation or dealing with a person that is basically there to drain. It's almost like they're not really there to do any kind of work. They're not really invested in any kind of positive growth or changes or outcomes. They're the kind of person who kind of goes into a situation expecting to be able to kind of, whatever they drain, right, whether it's draining money or draining energy or draining time or draining attention, that's what they're really going for. The work, the time spent, that's all a formality to get that energy, that attention, or that money. Now, there could be something going on with the Queen of Cups reversed where you deal with a person that's been up to no good around a certain professional corner of your world. This could be something going on with a family issue or around a financial account. Luckily, with the Queen of Cups reversed, all we have to do is get rid of this influence and we can have a good week. You may have to shut some people down. You may have to go no contact with a client or a customer. You may need to avoid certain social interactions that are very draining that you've come to time your watch to, and you'll be okay. This can also, however, indicate with the Queen of Cups reversed, there may be some kind of high maintenance or extremely again, demanding person or demanding work that comes on the table this week that you really need to examine. Check your priorities here. This might not be the one or the way to get where you're going, whatever you're trying to do. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Cups reversed. And so with the Three of Cups reversed, there might be a situation coming up where you decide you want to put a friend in timeout. You might decide you want to take a break from a group, or there could be some kind of infighting, drama, or battling going on in a community or a space that you are a part of. A lot of the times with the Three of Cups reversed, this can sometimes show up with gossip, people getting frozen out, just kind of overall bitchy, nasty behavior. And this can be something that becomes more caustic if allowed to grow, or if we're just like overly tolerant of it, right? Are we trying to set a precedent that this kind of thing is okay? No, we shouldn't. With the Three of Cups reversed, you might find yourself in a situation where this isn't happening so much to you. You could, however, be helping out a friend, a relative, a contact, or a partner who is also maybe going through something like this with a contact of theirs. For your challenge this week, you've got the King of Pentacles reversed. And stay tuned, I'll talk about reversed cards. I hope nobody's out there hammering away in the comments about how scary reversed cards are, because those of you who know me know I don't like that. But with the King of Pentacles reversed, we've got this focus here on paying attention to where you might be letting something domineer or control your world. All right, the King of Pentacles reversed is all about possessiveness. It's all about being bought or accidentally selling out, or maybe being put in a position where we have to give up too much for a sense of security, consistency, or to maintain a commitment. Now, this could be a person, likely somebody that does maintain a leadership position, whether official or unofficial, or they're kind of the de facto leader in some way in your life, of a corner of your world, or this could just be a situation that has kind of taken over. And with the King of Pentacles reversed, your biggest challenge is, well, we got to make sure that we don't let that happen. Otherwise, maintaining equilibrium is going to be feeling almost impossible. For your relationships and love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Wands reversed is a good reversed card. Glad we ended on this one, because some cards are worse upright than reversed. And with the Ten of Wands reversed, this is all about dropping a burden. This is all about relief. This is all about relaxation. This is all about getting a bit of your life back. And so for a lot of you who are coupled or are married, this could be a week where you guys are getting off the hook for something that has kind of encroached into your territory, taken over your world, come between you. It's been costing you time, costing you money. Maybe it's been a controversy in the relationship. It's not something we see eye to eye on, and it creates a lot of headaches. Well, with the Ten of Wands reversed, there is a very cool, important quit going on, or a release of that burden that is going to, again, put you and your partner, your spouse, in a much more peaceful way, because whatever the cause or the source of that drama or those issues are, is getting quit. When it comes to those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Ten of Wands reversed is all about you getting a chance to drop something that has been blocking you from being able to find a new relationship partner or get a relationship opportunity on the road. Now, this could be maybe even a love interest, dropping something that's been getting in the way, changing up their availability, or even you having something change in your availability or in a logistic way that's also helping to unite a relationship opportunity. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. Remember, not all reverse cards are terrible, and you don't want to listen to the amateur baby witches on YouTube who just say whenever you see reverse cards, it's bad and your deck needs cleansing. I cleansed it on this altar every day. So it's just an extension of the vocabulary of the deck. And when it comes to readers who can't handle nuance and they have to do things in black and white, or to people who like tarot who can only do things in black and white, maybe tarot isn't for them. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to, again, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, this is only a general reading. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot, so the weather and the traffic for the week of April 15th, 2024. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, which is your ninth house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, major contracts, government legal proceedings, as well as anything relating to your spiritual path and practice. And with Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus, this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. Now, there could be something coming up in one of these areas of your life that is allowing you to make a big score, whether it's changing something that has not really been suitable to you, something that's been unfavorable, or something that's, made life more difficult, and then, either getting rid of it or turning it into something that is an asset, or perhaps giving you a chance to take advantage of some kind of happy accident or special favor that is occurring in your favor, but you might not necessarily know how to work it into your daily life right away. You'll have the time to be able to do that, but be prepared. Again, unexpected favors and happy accidents for everybody. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And this is all about flips of fortune and 14-year cycle changes. And it's likely that you are going to find that when it comes to your earning power, your career status, or your financial status, what has been the story, or what has been the normal over the course of this last 14 years is coming up to be swapped out, flipped out, and altered, and substituted even with something that is going to be vastly superior. It's important to think about what was going on in your life, what you maybe got started, or what journey you've been on for the last 14 years with this regard. But the nice thing about this is that you are also getting a chance to move on up in the world. This change of cycle for yourself is going to be something quite fortuitous, and it's not something that's just on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. No, it just gets started then. It's actually going to be quite a strong influence over the course of this next month and a half. And so a lot of you Leo people might be cashing in and moving on up to bigger, brighter places as we go through that next month and a half. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's happening with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, time to have a look and see what's going on with your weekly tarot traffic. Now, I've already charged and shuffled up the cards, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I tend to do that all the time, and you can look at my older videos for that. But I figured let's just cut right to the chase for this one, and so that's what we're going to do. So, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. So, for your spiritual theme, you've got the Four of Pentacles upright. And so this week is going to be one where you are actually going to be doing quite well for yourself. This is a card that does indicate personal success, especially worldly success. So money, material things, space, and environment. And you're also going to find that with the Four of Pentacles, this can also show up where you might be finding that you are getting kind of taken away or kind of moved out of situations where you are in circulation with a lot of other people. You are also going to find that you're going to be called, however, to pay attention to where you need to strengthen your defenses in certain spaces as well. With the Four of Pentacles, some things in your life might need to be getting walled off, or you may find that your environment is going through a lot of transitions to wall off negative influences, things that could be costing you or creating problems in your life for you. Now, this can be a difficult adjustment. Sometimes we become accustomed to things, or we may make certain allowances for things, or even become a bit fond of things that are not always that great for us, or could be liabilities, or could be troublemakers. And while it can be difficult to adjust to that as it happens, just remember with the Four of Pentacles, at least in this position, it is something that's going to be taking good care of you. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Hanged Man upright. And so the Hanged Man is all about a pause, a slowdown, something getting put up on a shelf, going into a bit of a chrysalis phase. And there could be something going on either financially or around a project or a road that you've been on that is going to be stopped, not forever. This is temporary. This slowdown or this pause does look like it's necessary. It could be discovered that something needs to be worked out, or there's an opportunity to make this situation better for you and all involved. And so you're going to find that a lot of your work life, a lot of your financial life is going to be almost like side questing a lot of this week. You're going to be taking on different roles, looking at different ways to make money, different sources of money, or different kinds of good fortune are coming your way. But maybe a primary goal, a primary intention, or primary agenda that's getting paused for a moment. You may also find out about some people that you're used to working with, whether it's professionally or personally, stepping out of the race, whether it's for short term or for long term, not sure. But with the Hangman, they could be stepping out, removing themselves from a situation, and that could be good, especially if they're people that may not necessarily be good for it. But this also could require some adjustments on your part as well. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, contacts, you've got the Death card upright. And so it looks like there may be something going on with a friend, a relative, or a contact where something is coming to a close in their life that does affect something that they share with you, or this does have a ripple effect on you and other people. Now, with the Death card, this is an ending that is in the natural course of things. This is not a physical death, just with the Death card all by itself. Sure, heck no. But with the Death card, this can indicate possibly a departure, a move, a breakup, or a parting of ways going on somewhere in your community or with one of your contacts. You may even be hearing about somebody taking their leave of something or quitting their job. Now, with the Death card upright, this is going to change something around the dynamic of a shared project or pursuit, or perhaps even open up an opportunity for you and others involved in this situation that's going to turn over a new page in your life as well. For your challenge this week, you've got the Page of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed is always a warning about unwanted attention, unwanted activity, unwanted affection. And sometimes this can show up where you may be in a space or two where it almost feels like you're getting pressured into doing things that you don't want to do. Sometimes the Page of Cups reverse can indicate people trying to bribe us, trying to bring in peer pressure, or even unhealthy emotional behavior or relationship behavior, such as clinging, obsessing, stalking, or maybe intrusions of some kind socially or in other ways. And with the Page of Cups reversed, you are going to need to be ready to close some of your own doors as well, and not just give in to pressures like this in order to try to keep the peace, because you might only just be encouraging that behavior to continue. For your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the King of Wands upright, and things are going into a very energized space here. The King of Wands is all about success, rising on up in the world, a lot of new recreation, a lot of new passion, and a lot of new erotic fire coming into your love world this week. Now, this could be something that a lot of you who are single or are available to new people might be pleasantly surprised by. This could be a new person coming into your life, whether it's a new romantic opportunity or perhaps somebody that you know helping you to attain a new romantic opportunity, because the King of Wands can also show up as a helpful third party, right? I always sometimes refer to this as the guy with the hookup, or maybe something going on around the King of Wands that's making it possible. And for those of you who are coupled or are married, this is going to be a week where you and a partner are getting a chance to get a bit wild with each other. And you may be noticing romantic partners are a lot more upfront, a lot more bold, and a lot more inventive in the romance world. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to, of course, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And remember, this is just a general reading, so if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot. So the weather and traffic for the week starting April 15th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, self-employment earnings, shared responsibilities, any monies you may share with business partners or with romantic partners, as well as intimacy and sexuality. And when we have these two coming together, we see unexpected favors and happy accidents. And it's likely that on or around these days, there could be some bonus money coming your way because of an unexpected favor or happy accident, or perhaps something being set or reset in your favor, financially speaking. Because Mercury retrograde in the 8th house usually does like to switch things up when it comes to helping get money to us or help money come back to us. And Venus is also a money magnet, an attraction magnet. This could also be a time where a lot of you get a chance to revisit some old fun time, or maybe some old fun activities that maybe you used to enjoy with intimate partners, and there could be some unexpected good news in those spaces as well. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your 9th house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, government legal proceedings, big contracts, and even your spiritual path and practice. And when we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus, it's all about flips of fortune and 14-year cycle changes. It's a big conjunction. It doesn't happen more than once every 14 years. And for you, this is going to be changing a track that you have been on with regards to one of these areas of your life that maybe has been consistent or a part of your normal for upwards of 14 years. With this, you are also going to find that a lot of things are changing out to give you more freedom in the world, whether it's freedom of movement, freedom of travel, freedom freedom financially, or even the opportunity to make some kind of big move or expansion effort occur in your life. This is also going to be swapping out or substituting something that has been normal or kind of a part of the scenery of your life with something vastly superior to anchor in and set the new 14-year cycle that's replacing the old. So that is what I've got for you here. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, well, stay tuned, because now it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your tarot and the traffic. Hi there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time for your weekly tarot and the traffic. Now, I've already shuffled these cards, charged them up, and got them good to go. I know I normally do those on video, but I figured we would just cut right to the chase this week for you. So, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and your love life and romantic life. Okay, I'll just scooch these here so I don't get too close to my candles. There we are. So when it comes to your spiritual theme of this week, you've got the Five of Pentacles upright. And you'll have to excuse my neighbor. They're doing some work out in the yard. With the Five of Pentacles, this is a card of lack, coming to the end of the line with regards to maybe a certain arrangement or some kind of form of constant in our lives. The Five of Pentacles can indicate empty spaces or voids that need to be filled. This can also be a week where you may find that you are confronting things that have been maybe suffering a lot of negative consequences because they've not been answered the right way. With the Five of Pentacles, this can sometimes, yes, indicate a struggle on the material front, but it may not necessarily always be yours. And that's the other thing about the Five of Pentacles. Some of you may find that this is a week where this is happening to you, or it's possible that this could be a week that kind of changes a little bit in terms of what you do, what your priorities are, because you may be helping another person or other people that are going through this. Now, with the Five of Pentacles, it's always important to remember that help does exist and help is around. So whether you need it or whether you are giving it, it's time to stop doing things the way we always do and be prepared to fill some voids in our life or in the lives of others. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Pentacles reversed. And the Two of Pentacles reversed is indicating a rebalancing, a restructure going on in a professional or financial space, something that is dropping a negative influence or something that has made life too hectic or too chaotic. With the Two of Pentacles reversed, this is a card of commitment. This is a card of choosing to reduce or to drop or downsize activity or expenses where it does not serve. And also putting not only that back in your pocket, but also giving you a much more level playing field when it comes to your professional life, bringing in more calm, bringing in more order, bringing in more stability, which is of course really good. However, you may also be dealing with a situation where there could be something coming up where a ball has been dropped, whether it's a professional ball, a financial ball, or a family ball, and that may require some involvement from you to fix. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords reversed is all about mistakes. It's all about errors, bad choices, rushing, jumping the gun, people misapplying power, misapplying information, not getting the information the right way. And so there could be something coming up here where, yes, a ball has been dropped or a ball is getting dropped with somebody that you know. The Ace of Swords reverse can also indicate issues where wrong moves or bad decisions on the part of other people could be having a collateral effect. You may be called upon to either confront somebody and challenge the situation, or help somebody who has been wronged by a big mistake, a bad move, bad action, bad call of some kind. The misuse, however, of power, the misuse of information cannot be understated here. Sometimes the Ace of Swords reverse can warn about dealing with people that don't necessarily work with us very well. Maybe they're the kind of people who constantly need to reframe everything you say, like a sociopath. Sometimes you need to, pay attention to where messages or information is not getting through where it needs to get through, and work with the people you can work with, but also watch out for situations that could get out of control because you're working with the wrong people. For your challenge this week, you've got the Two of Wands reversed. Again, mistakes, incomprehension, mixed messages, confusion. Things are not really going very well because it seems like everyone has a different idea of what's going on this week. And you are going to want to make sure that, with the Two of Wands reversed, that you yourself are not misinterpreting anything. That's number one. But also number two, make sure that you foolproof your words. And you may have to be that annoying person who checks in with people every once in a while and goes, does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what we're talking about? Of course, don't be patronizing about it, but the Two of Wands reverse can indicate things potentially snowballing because people think they're hearing what they're supposed to hear, or they think they understand what the situation is, but they kind of run in the wrong direction. So following good advice the wrong way, that can be an issue. You might be dealing with this with friends, partners, on the job, it doesn't matter. And some misunderstandings or confusion around certain agreements, contracts, responsibilities might come up. It's a very Mercury retrograde kind of week, it looks like, for you Virgos. When it comes to love, romance, and partnerships, however, you've got the Four of Wands reversed, which is a very good example of a positive reversed card. And I already kind of gave a lecture to the Cancerian people about how it's actually a personal disgust of mine when people hammer off about reverse cards in the comments. It's like, maybe you're just not good for tarot, but with the Four of Wands reversed, we've got building, new construction, and preparation for an important milestone or an important embarkment getting underway. When we get the Four of Wands reversed, this is a time where you and a partner, or you and a crush, or you and a spouse are getting a chance to finally get down to business on something that you've been putting off, something that you've been working towards, something that you've been really kind of waiting to give the time, day, and space in order to be able to celebrate it and call it your own. Whether this is something that we're doing for the relationship, we're doing for each other, or we're doing for an even bigger priority, it does not matter. But this is all about preparation for a celebration that will also be coming quite soon. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, these are only general readings, so if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 15th, 2024. So, of course, we're talking about the astrology is the weather and the tarot is the traffic. And if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you can just go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your 7th house of partnerships. So your closest one-on-one involvements. This is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate. Again, all your most involved one-on-one connections. And with Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus, it's all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And it's likely that a partnership, a joint venture, a business alliance, or maybe even a romantic opportunity is going to be experiencing some happy accidents, and something that is going to be taking the partnership or the joint venture itself down a brand new road. This could also indicate a happy accident, perhaps bringing in the ideal romantic partner, the ideal best friend, or the ideal business partner into your world. And this is something that you're going to have to take some time to explore. And unexpected favors could also be showing up for you and a partner in whatever capacity to cash in on. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house of bonus income, shared resources, self-employment earnings, any kind of responsibilities or monies you may share with romantic partners or business partners. And this is also an area that governs sexuality and intimacy. Now, with Jupiter conjunct Uranus here, it's all about flips of fortune and 14-year cycle changes, because this only happens about once every 14 years or so. And it's likely with Jupiter conjunct Uranus that what has been a fairly consistent normal in this part of your life for, going upwards of 14 years is going to be going through a massive transition, possibly substituting what you've become accustomed to or what has been normal with something vastly superior. Uranus is all about progress, and Jupiter is all about good luck and good fortune. And this could be a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to, set yourselves up to live happier, wealthier lives, or you may find that there is a lucky break in some kind of joint pursuit or joint responsibility, or this could be something that is transforming your personal life in a way where you are getting lifted up here alongside a partner or attracting closer somebody and getting a chance to go on that adventure, departing the last 14 years you've spent with these regards and substituting them with something completely different. And a lot of partnerships are going through some powerful evolutions here. Now, it's not just for these 3 days either. That's just when these are getting started. This is going to be a theme that carries on for the next month and a half. So that's what I've got for you, and I hope you found this helpful. And if you are interested in the tarot and the traffic, let's have a look and see what's going on with that right now. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's time to have a look and see what's going on with your weekly tarot and the traffic. Now, I've already charged and shuffled these cards. I figured we'd just move on into the main event. So here we are. So spiritual theme, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay. So for the spiritual theme, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright, which is all about cooperation, collaboration, strong teams, and prosperity coming through involvement with highly capable people. And this is a week where you probably are going to notice your whole life is going to be lifted up by some kind of important new trend that's getting started either in your work life, your career, or maybe something that you've got going on with friends, family members, community members around you. The Three of Pentacles always asks that we be ready to work with other people, let other people in. We are being lifted up, and what we are working on can be given a lot more value, a lot more prominence, a lot more strength. And this is going to be just all in all a really good week, a really rewarding week, both financially and socially. So be prepared to enjoy it. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs, as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Pentacles upright, which is all about new stability, new wealth, new profits, and new roads opening up that are going to be with you for a while. I always call this the card of a new gift that keeps on giving. Now, this could be a new commitment, financially or professionally speaking, that gets put on the table or that gets initiated this week. Or this could be something that is coming to you that has yet to completely show you just how awesome life can be. In fact, with the Ace of Pentacles, you're also going to find that there could be something stabilizing or maybe even increasing your earning power in some way, whether this is through an active career or work situation or maybe an investment or financial pipeline that you have. So also very good news. For your social life, friends, relatives, and other people, you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And so the Ten of Pentacles reversed is a card of heads ups. We see this card show up when people are not quite making a big transition or a big change, but it's coming up. It's going to be on the way soon. Now, this could be news that's coming around a friend or a relative. You know, they're kind of giving you a heads up about something they're about to do, you know, a big alteration to their life or a big move or something that they're trying to do there. Or this could be something going on in a community or a space that you occupy, that you share. This could also indicate, unfortunately, the potential for some infighting or some squabbling in a group or family space, especially when it comes to something that is about to transition and change. It does need to turn over, but some people might not necessarily be open to it. They may be stuck in a rut, stuck in their ways, afraid of change, refusing improvements, even if they're good, and that could cause some headaches there for you. For your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Wands reversed. And the Three of Wands reversed is all about missed opportunities, missed chances, feedback, communications, and messages not getting received or not getting delivered. This is definitely one of those weeks where you want to be following through and following up with what you are putting out there. Don't take it for granted. I don't care how awkward it is to check in with whoever you sent whatever to. I really don't care. It's not that big a deal. There's that emotional currency is worthless. Just do it. Because with the Three of Wands reversed, there is a really important opportunity for you to perhaps take a project, a pursuit, a connection to a really cool space. But with the Three of Wands reversed, if it's not going where it needs to go, it might be risking the missing of its window. And so you're going to want to make sure that you follow up on that, but also check your own folders, check your junk mail, you know, make sure that you're not letting anything slip through your fingers either. And finally, with love and romance and partnerships, you've got the Four of Cups upright. And the Four of Cups is unfortunately all about boredom. It's about stagnation, things being stuck in a rut, stuck in their ways, stuck in a routine. And what we need to pay attention to when this card shows up is that there could be some dissatisfaction or disappointment going on in a relationship situation, whether it's with a partner or a spouse, or maybe for those of you who are single or available, you're just not really feeling it with anybody who's around or nobody's been around. And the Four of Cups is indicating shake it up. There are opportunities and blessings in disguise that maybe we're just too tunnel visioned right now to be looking at, right? I've done all I can do. No, you've done maybe all you can see. Go outside of familiar territory when it comes to this card. The Four of Cups is often one of those cards that can indicate the reason that maybe something is dissatisfying or we've kind of come into a bit of a rut, we've become bored, is because it is time to bring in something new activities, something to change or brighten up the space, or maybe change a direction or a goal that we have for our relationship or for a new opportunity for those of you who are single or looking. Because the Four of Cups is indicating, again, a blessing in disguise is around. An opportunity to change this is there. But if we are tunnel visioned or we kind of just let our blind spots be our blind spots, could cause some issues. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And remember, these are only general readings for all the Libras. So if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you can just go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 15th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your 6th house of work, reputation, schedule, lifestyle, the services you offer to the world, and what value you get back for those services. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And you may be finding that your work reputation, a professional relationship, or maybe a professional standing is going to be going through a very interesting alteration. Happy accidents could show up where you are suddenly becoming a lot more well-known, a lot more well-respected, or a happy accident in a work situation or in a financial situation is going to be setting you up to, do quite well for yourself as it relates to the social and financial world of your professional life or your community at large. Unexpected favors could also be coming to you to help you take on some kind of important task or meet some kind of important need or accomplish some important goal as well. And this could be coming to you either on the job or this could be coming through a member of a community that you belong to. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections. This is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most, involved one-on-one relationships with. And this is all about flips of fortune. And when we have this occur, there's a 14-year cycle that is getting changed out. When we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus, it's rare. It only happens once every 14 years. And it's likely that either, during these 3 days especially, or any time over the course of the next month and a half, you are getting a chance to close up a story in this part of your life that's been maybe running or heavily influencing your partnerships for upwards of 14 years, or perhaps even undo a legacy that could go back 14 years, whether it's with a current partnership, business alliance, or connection, or an old one, and swap it out for something that is superior. And this might be something that you and a partner are celebrating together because of a big win or big success, either yours or theirs or both. This could be something that is undoing the legacy or the influence of an old story or an old connection, even if it's one that you've left behind. But it's a beautiful flip of fortune for everybody. And again, it's not just for this 3 days. It's going to be very strong for this next month and a half. So that is what I've got for you here. I hope you found this helpful. Let's have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and your traffic for the week. So I've already charged and shuffled the deck. I've been doing that on camera. I've decided I'm just going to do it off camera. And let's just get down to business. So spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay, Scorpio. All right, so when it comes to your spiritual theme, spiritual focus, you've got the Six of Pentacles upright. And the Six of Pentacles is all about generosity, prosperity, support, but also coming into new lucky breaks because of the generosity of other people. Things are going to start investing in you. Life is going to start investing in you this week, so you want to be ready to capitalize on it. If you have been in a space where you've been trying to call in support, not just screaming about it on YouTube comments, but actually talking to people, hitting the pavement, or doing spells, real work, then you're going to find that there's going to be some payoff this week for sure. This is also a time where with the Six of Pentacles, you may find that you are the beneficiary of some gifts that other people want to hand off to you. These could be material gifts, they could be opportunities, and people are just all in all wanting to get more involved in your life. So be prepared for some breakthroughs there. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, all of that, you've got the Seven of Swords reversed. And the Seven of Swords reversed is a really good card because it's all about disclosure. It's all about discoveries, uncovering hidden opportunities. And there could be some things coming out this week, things that were kept shut up, closed up, bottled up, hidden or veiled, that are going to be helping you to grow helping you to progress faster in your career, or maybe give you a chance to finally solve or unmake some kind of problem or chronic challenge relating to a financial or professional matter. However, with the Seven of Swords reversed, again, secrets will be coming out. And so, what you hear, while it is important for you and will be useful to you, may also, I'm not sure how it's going to make you feel, because this is a general reading for all the Scorpios, but there could be some stuff that comes up that you have to be ready to address at the same time. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Six of Swords reversed. And the Six of Swords is all about returns, reconnections, people turning their boats around, or it can sometimes also indicate a change, an alteration, or maybe even the cancellation of a trip or a transition that was supposed to be in progress. Now, I feel like this is probably going to be a little bit of both for you, because it does look like there are going to be opportunities for certain returns, reconnects, re-engagements with friends, with contacts and relatives, especially those that have been maybe kind of out of the picture for a while. And again, when I say contacts, that could be personal or professional, but some of you may actually find that, yeah, there is not just the theme of return journeys going on, but some turnarounds or maybe even a stall on some kind of trip or journey or plan that you had been hoping to set in motion. Now, with the Six of Swords reversed, it's probably for the best that it is happening this way, because it's likely that maybe if we just kind of went ahead full steam as planned, it would not have turned out so great. But, unfortunately, that can still be disappointing in the moment, and, other people around you might not be able to see the greater good in it. So there you could be dealing with that too. For your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Swords upright. And the Eight of Swords is all about inertia, stagnation. It can indicate stuckness, especially when it comes to getting crossed up or attached or bound to things that just don't let you budge. But this can also be a card where we ourselves are keeping ourselves in stasis somewhere, where we might be self-imposing the experience of being stuck. Now, with the Eight of Swords upright, you may have to get ready to cut some cords that you've resisted cutting. Now, these could be agreements, these could be arrangements, these could be plans, or these could be contacts. But with the Eight of Swords, it's important to remember that the person in the picture can always get themselves out of their situation. There's a reason they're just not doing it at all. And we want to make sure that we are not ourselves inflicting that on ourselves or our own priorities, and make sure that we cut ourselves away, take some space from those that might be self-imposing it not only on themselves, but imposing it on others as well. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Knight of Swords upright. And it looks like relationships are starting to kind of go through a bit of an acceleration this period. The Knight of Swords is all about fast action. It's all about finding what we are seeking. It's all about chasing down and acquiring our target, being able to have our treasure in hand, being able to finally get secure with something that we are seeking, and also eliminating a lot of problems and obstacles all at the same time. With the Knight of Swords, there could be something going on with a partner or a spouse where something that they have been battling or struggling with for a very long time is coming to a close or to a final confrontation that can be won. And it's possible that you may be there to help them out with that. They could also be throwing a lot of their weight and a lot of their power behind you to help you overcome some kind of big obstacle. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Knight of Swords is indicating that there's likely somebody who's going to be, quite talkative, quite active, quite intense about wanting to make sure they can get your attention. And they do have a way of being of service to you, of help to you as well. And even for those of you who are partnered or are married, this is also going to be a card that suggests a partner is getting a lot more enthusiastic, a lot more energized about making something finally come forth into being. It's almost like they found some kind of extra tank of energy out there, and they're going to be way more active, industrious, and productive alongside you. They're going to be an MVP teammate this week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, remember, because these are only general readings, you can always go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week of April 15th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, which is your fifth house of romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents that are going to be occurring on or around these days. Now, happy accidents could absolutely indicate surprise opportunities for new romances or new love stories to get underway, whether it's meeting somebody new by happy accident or through an unexpected favor and a new relationship opportunity getting a chance to blossom, or perhaps a happy accident or unexpected favor takes a relationship that you're in to a brand new destination, or maybe even gives you something to celebrate with your partner. This is also a time where happy accidents and unexpected favors could boost a personal enterprise, a personal project, or creative venture that you are engaged in. And when it comes to your relationships with your kids, well, there could be some very cool unexpected favors or a happy accident that sets them up for new success as well. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is all about flips of fortune. And this is happening in your sixth house of work, reputation, your schedule, the teams that you're on, the teams that you serve with, what you give to the world, what you get back from the world, and as well as your lifestyle in general. And flips of fortune indicate a 14-year cycle change going on, not only the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, but getting started on these days and really sinking in as we go through the next month and a half. Now, this is likely going to precipitate some pretty strong environmental changes both on and off the job for you. But flips of fortune also indicate swapping out what you've become accustomed to, what's been familiar, what's been normal, happy or no, with something vastly superior and beginning a brand new 14-year cycle for you. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's time to have a look and see what's going on with your weekly tarot and the traffic. Now, I've already charged and shuffled these cards. You know, I used to do that on camera, and I've decided I'm just going to cut right to the chase now. And so let's get started. So, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay. So it looks like for your big spiritual theme this week, you've got the Five of Swords upright, which is all about conflict. It's all about battle. It's all about vindication and even vindictiveness. And so this week could have its fair share of fights, a fair share of acrimony going on in a lot of social interactions. When we have this card show up in a spiritual theme focus, a lot of the times this can show up where a lot of conflicts that have been kind of low-key are now going high-key, where we could be dealing with situations where a lot of frustrations and suppressed anger, suppressed resentment, suppressed contempt all start to kind of come up to be revealed and released in a lot of interactions. And you yourself may find yourself in a space where, look, if you are tired of dealing with the BS of, say, this coworker or this sibling or this neighbor, or maybe even some, low-key to high-key issues going on in personal connections, even with friends or with partners or other relatives, things could come up this week that do need to come up and out. When it comes to the spiritual focus of this, though, remember, there is such a thing as fighting the right way. This is about opportunities to solve problems, not just vent and react, right? when we get this card, it's important to make sure that we're not just blowing off steam for relief and then having no productivity whatsoever. That is foolishness. What we have to keep in mind with this card is that, yeah, a lot of stuff's going to be coming up to be had out this week, but because it's getting had out so it can be thrown out, dealt with, and cleared. And be careful of situations where it almost feels like people are just kind of blowing off steam but staying the same way that brought about the problem in the first place. When it comes to your material concerns, your work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Nine of Wands upright. And so the Nine of Wands is all about protection. It's all about getting set up for success and also getting some fortification around you where you need it the most. When we get the Nine of Wands, it's a sign of victory. It's a difficult victory. It's a hard-earned victory. And there is likely something going on where you, or maybe somebody around you, or a situation around you is getting fortified, is getting lifted up, and everyone, including yourself, is going to be very well taken care of. Now, this could be walling out a negative influence. This could be walling out a problem, or this could just be beefing up your security in some way. We also see with the Nine of Wands, however, that we do need to be ready when it comes to this card. It is going to be asking you to kind of change things about the way you get things done in order to serve this new protection, in order to preserve it, to make sure it keeps working for you. And it's also likely, because it is about fortification, you may notice some increases in the rewards, the gains, and the profits that you would normally expect to be maybe a little bit smaller from certain financial pipelines. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Six of Cups upright. And the Six of Cups is all about returns. It's all about revisits. It's all about nostalgia, getting a chance to even do some reconnecting. Now, this could be something going on where you're getting a chance to bring something back from the past. This could be an activity. This could be something that you used to have a lot of fun doing with a partner, or maybe something that you and a family member or close friends always got a lot of happiness out of, a lot of joy out of. You could even be finding out about something coming back from the past that you thought had to be left in the past, whether this was an old goal, an old material possession, or maybe even old money. With the Six of Cups, there could even be some reunions on the table for some of you, or just simply closing the distance between you and people you do care about, that you are on good terms with, that you've just not been able to work with or connect to or spend as much time with as you'd like. For your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Pentacles upright. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about productivity. It is a card of prosperity, but this is all about diligent, hard work, detail-oriented work, and also setting things up to last. When we get this card as a challenge, we are actually in a very good way. It's not really a negative challenge, but you are going to need to be ready to commit more to things that maybe you are used to having a lighter touch with or using a lighter touch with. Taking things more seriously, whether it is the opportunities coming from, say, the Nine of Wands or the Six of Cups, right? Getting down to business, getting practical, not just letting things be pie in the sky, not just letting things be talk, not just letting everything be verbal, or perhaps even with that Five of Swords, right? If conflicts are coming up, we have to set things in stone. When it comes to this card as a challenge, you may also find that there are going to be some upgrades and updates going on in your world in a very good way, but you might not be walking into this week with certain maybe tools, skills, or aspects of your know-how or education to use them properly yet. So you might also need to be ready to update your skills, update your knowledge to keep up with where things are going for you. And finally, for your romantic life and your love life, you've got the Star upright. And the star is all about a new direction, a new commitment, or some kind of new destination or resolution getting locked in. This is a card that does indicate that a lot of you who are in relationships right now, partnered or married, this is going to be a time where you guys are getting a chance to start working on or realizing some kind of goal or aspiration that has maybe just been pie in the sky. We haven't been able to put any time towards it, put any money towards it, put any kind of effort towards it whatsoever. We've just had too much on our plate. And yet at the same time with the star, here it is. This is also a card of healing and restoration, and so there could also be some things going through some strong repairs, some strong fixes that are going to also be bringing a lot more happiness into your life and into your partner's life. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, it is likely that you are getting a chance to start entertaining a new romantic story or new romantic road that could be opening up this week. However, with the star card upright, we need to remember that good fortune comes in stages with this card. So we need to make sure that we keep the proper pace with it. Don't go too slow, but also don't rush too fast. Good news coming in stages means this is probably something that's going to phase in more and more as we go through the rest of the month and on into May. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And remember, since this is only a general reading, if you ever want to get a personal session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot, so the weather and the traffic, for your week starting April 15th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your fourth house of home, family, your living situation, and home economy. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents that are going to be, well, quite favorable to you. In fact, there may be something going on where an unexpected favor or happy accident occurring around a family situation, a living situation, or again, your home economy actually improves your surroundings, or makes life a lot more comfortable, or maybe even brings some special news or a special shift when it comes to maybe a lane our family has been in, or maybe something around a family relationship or a family plan getting lifted up and being, making life a whole lot easier, making life a whole lot more fun. Happy accidents can also indicate putting things back where they belong, or maybe even replacing things that have been missing or broken in some fashion. And so there could be, again, some happy accidents that are just waiting to pay you off. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your fifth house of romance, recreation, creativity, and your relationships with your kids. And when we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, this is all about flips of fortune. Jupiter and Uranus only come together this way about once every 14 years. So there is a 14-year cycle also getting changed out. And this is likely going to be something that is going to take a very important aspect of your romantic life or your relationships with your kids as a parent to a whole new level. Now, a flip of fortune could be a new relationship journey for you and a partner to go on, or for those of you who are single, a new relationship journey beginning, or this could indicate a transformation in the way we are setting up our unions, our partnerships, and our family structure. Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus is going to be taking what has been the norm of the last 14 years for you and completely replacing it for something else, with something else. And so it's a new adventure for you and a partner, or you and somebody new if you're single. And this could also be a flip of fortune that even brings more wealth and happiness and fun into these areas of your life as well. And again, it's not just for this 3 days. This is going to be an influence that carries on for the next month and a half while it gets grounded. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. And so normally I charge these cards up and shuffle them on camera. I figured I would just kind of skip that part, at least for the recording, and get your cards up and get down to business here. So spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. A full, diverse, general reading. And for your spiritual theme, you've got the Five of Cups upright. And so this week is largely going to be all about confronting old problems. The Five of Cups can be a card of processing. It can be a card of painful feelings, painful emotions, but it has to do with addressing hurts or disappointments or losses that have already occurred in your life. The Five of Cups never brings in new pain. It is, however, talking about things that could still be exerting an influence over the present in some way. So these could be recent upsets or recent challenges or recent problems or things that go farther back that kind of have a legacy in the present for you. With the Five of Cups, in this position at least, we have some really good news. You're going to not only be, again, facing and addressing those things, but also taking a lot of bridges over troubled waters. This is a card of moving on. This is a card of letting things go and even replacing things once we have crossed those bridges. But there could be some things that also come up this week with other people that may be stuck in the past, that may be running from their past instead of facing it, or maybe some things coming up where old issues that have not been getting solved properly need to be readdressed. For your material circumstances, your work, your job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Eight of Wands reversed is all about misfires, which can indicate misdirections or maybe slowdowns or inconveniences that kind of throw off a plan in motion. Now with the Eight of Wands reversed, this is likely something that could come up in a communication, an itinerary, or an agenda that's already been set, professionally or financially speaking. And this could lead to either some confusion or stalls in maybe a negotiation or some kind of work that you're trying to progress and move forward. When we get this card, it's important to remember that this can be straightened out, but when it comes to delays and disruptions and things like that, we also need to pay close attention to what exactly we need to substitute our old approaches with. Now, this could also indicate replacing some things that maybe people want to keep on the table, or changing plans when people kind of want to stick to an old plan that's not working. But if we are flexible, we are adjusting, we're rolling with the punches, this can still be a really good week financially and professionally. For your community, friends, relatives, other people around you, you've got the Justice card reversed. And the Justice card reversed can indicate issues around dishonesty, unfair treatment, or even bad contracts, bad agreements, bad arrangements, bad commitments. And with the Justice card reversed, this could be something that is getting revealed, either because of somebody else's bad behavior or something revealed about a commitment, a contract, or an agreement that is starting to show its flaws. It's starting to show why it never should have been made, or it's starting to show why we can't agree to it, why we shouldn't take it on if it's getting put on the table this week. This can sometimes show up where people are just flat out lying. They're not telling the truth, or instead of communicating honestly, they're communicating what they want to have happen versus what is really going on. It's like those people that speak in affirmations like, oh yeah, I'm a this and I'm a that and all of that. And it's kind of like, well, how come you're not doing anything with that? How come you're saying this is your job and you're super this and you're super that? But it's like, you're not living it, And so there could be something going on around those lines. There could be something happening where something is getting misrepresented or misstated, or just somebody is actually getting screwed over here because of dishonesty. Now, this could be something that happens to you, or this could be something you find out is going on with a friend, a relative, or a contact. But either way, everything's going to get outed this week, and reparation opportunity will also show up this week. For your challenge, you've got the King of Cups upright. And the King of Cups upright is actually not a bad challenge. The King of Cups is all about help, favor, compassion. A lot of the times this card shows up when people are helping us. People are going out of their way to take care of us. People are going out of their way to stick their neck out for us or make something happen for us. Now, if there is a challenge to an experience like that, it could be that maybe we need to be ready to accept help that's not coming in a way that we're used to. Let somebody who wants to help us, who does have our backs, help us their way, not our way. Or maybe with the King of Cups, there could also be something going on where you've been blocking favors, you've been blocking care, or you've been not letting other people put their own strategies, their own resources behind you that could make good things happen. Sometimes we have to accept help and let go of control at the same time. I get this card sometimes, and I know that this card is basically saying, Nico, if your plan worked, and if your way was the right way, it would have worked by now. So, ease up on trying to control it. It doesn't have to come on your terms. It doesn't have to be your way. If you want help, it's there. Just don't get in the way of your own help. And this could be helping you out with any of these things or something else. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Lovers upright. And the Lovers card upright is all about commitments as well. Deals, arrangements, partnerships, of course, unions, combining of forces. And with the Lovers card upright, this is likely going to be a week where a lot of you Capricorn people are going to be committing to a brand new relationship road. If you are coupled or you are married, this could indicate a change in status, whether it's a status in terms of quality of life. Some of you may be changing your relationship status, or you might be finding that with the Lovers here, you and a partner are also going to be coming into some kind of shared good fortune that is putting the relationship in a better lane. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is indicating an opportunity for a new commitment to start taking its baby steps this week. This could be somebody new, of course. Mind the pace, control yourself, that's your responsibility. But also at the same time, with the Lovers card upright, this could indicate a beautiful opportunity for you to also link with what would be considered a match made in heaven. And even those of you who are partnered or are married might be finding yourselves getting with a match made in heaven, as far as something that as a couple you have been looking to maybe, again, bring closer into your shared life. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 15th, 2024. So we're looking at the weather and the traffic. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, as well as helpful third parties and allies. And this is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And there could be some kind of discovery, revelation, or secret favor or unexpected favor coming out of a happy accident in this area of your life. An ally, a friend, or a helpful person may be hooking you up in some way that you didn't think they had the power to do. Or a happy accident with a plan, a commitment, or a contract turns out to be better than what the original idea that either you or another person came up with could ever do for you. And this could be a happy accident that could also be cashed in on. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your fourth house of home, family, your living situation, and your home economy. And this is all about flips of fortune and 14-year cycle changes. Jupiter conjuncts Uranus about once every 14 years. So this is actually very significant for everybody. And on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, a very important month and a half long story gets started here, where it's likely that you and your living situation or your family structure is going to be going through some massive transformation, getting away from maybe the legacy or the trends of maybe things that were once normal or got started in this area of your life 14 years ago, or maybe ending a long-term normal or standard that's kind of followed your family up until this point, or your living situation or your life at home up until this point, and swapping it out with something totally superior. With Jupiter conjunct Uranus, this could be because of surprise good news, surprise luck, surprise wealth, or maybe even some kind of powerful environmental or family shift that is also going to put you into a new sense of home, place, and paradise in the world. And again, this is not just happening on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, but this is helping to migrate you and get a lot of that underway. You know, again, your environment is going through a big transition over the course of this month and a half that's coming up. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. Now, I know I normally charge these cards up on camera and then shuffle them on camera, but I've decided that I'm just going to do that off camera and load up the cards now. So, spiritual theme, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay, so for your big spiritual theme and the big focus, you've got the Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Page of Pentacles reversed is all about quits. It's all about dropping things that are not working for us, keeping an eye on plans, arrangements, or things that we've maybe got to examine from a different point of view, and seeing where things that are not working or maybe even are setting us back need to go. This can be a card that talks about taking out the trash or taking your leave of things that we shouldn't have started or shouldn't have allowed to start, as well as also turning aside from things or even preventing bad things from happening. And you're going to get a chance to do a lot of that this week, especially when it comes to things that maybe, you'll have to excuse my neighbor, you'll have to, take a look and see what comes up this week as far as that's concerned. But this is a card that will help you get off the hook. You may also find a lot of things are dropping out or quitting in your life, but what is quitting or dropping out is not really a good inclusion either. For your work life, career, finances, practical affairs, you've got the Wheel of Fortune upright, which is of course all about good luck, but also opportunities to expand or accelerate the rate with which you are accumulating wealth. This is a time where a lot of unexpected environmental changes are going to be going on, either with a workspace or maybe a financial account or something going on in your home or family that's going to be lifting you on up in the world, and likely something that's going to be happening whether or not you're involved. In fact, this is something that's probably out of your control, and that's probably a good thing. When we have the Wheel of Fortune upright, unexpected, pleasant developments or pleasant turns of events could set us off on a lot of brand new stories, but also things that help us to advance out of maybe stuck conditions, or help us to maybe bring something forth into being that has been waiting its turn to finally happen. Sorry, my neighbor is like just making a lot of noise in the yard right now. He's lucky he's cute. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And the Knight of Pentacles is also a very cool card to get here because the Knight of Pentacles is all about a chance to team up with somebody that you would really respect, who's really going to have your back. This is a card that could be benefiting your social life or your professional life, your financial life. It all depends on what's going on with you. Likely with the Knight of Pentacles, we see somebody where there is a perfect match of sensibility, discipline, and work ethic, and likely something that is going to have some kind of payoff that's going to, kind of bring sort of a new sense of security and a new sense of support into your world. And again, this could be personal or professional. And it's likely with the Knight of Pentacles upright, this is going to be, if it's not somebody that you know, if it's somebody brand new, they're definitely going to become a very important friend or ally, somebody that you are going to want to keep close. And it's going to only get better from here if you choose to keep engaging. For your challenge this week, you've got the Temperance card upright. And the Temperance card is all about blending. It's all about incorporation, but it is also about filtering. And a lot of this week seems to be doing some good filtering for you. And with this card as a challenge, sometimes we need to be ready to let bad things get filtered out, whether we knew they were bad or not, or accepted that they were bad or not, and allow good things to be filtered in, whether we knew they were good or not, or accepted that they were good or not. And with this card, there is going to be, especially as we go through about the end of the week, a lot of opportunities for you to help grow and maybe start incorporating some things into your life that are going to heal some rough patches or smooth over some tough spots that you have kind of just learned to live with. But when it comes to the Temperance card, we have to be patient, we have to be open-minded, and we have to be at peace with the process as well. Because again, filtering out things that are bad, that we didn't know were bad, or we never accepted were bad, even if it was probably true, can be a tough thing to go through. But also filtering in things that are good, whether we knew they were good or not, or accepted they were good or not, can also be tough. So it's going to be one of those kinds of weeks for you. When it comes to your relationships and love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Cups upright. And the Eight of Cups is all about moves. It's all about departures, walking away from done situations. This can also indicate perhaps a journey or an excursion being embarked upon. And this could be a good card for those of you who are, coupled or are married and you guys have been maybe thinking about taking a trip, or whether it's for vacation, or some of you maybe have been house hunting, looking for a new place to move. This could also indicate a partner or a love interest departing something in their life, whether it's maybe a job or walking away from a friendship, walking away from an activity, or closing up a story that's followed them up until this point. With the Eight of Cups, this can be a time where we need to be ready to kind of get to know each other all over again, because this is, not only are we leaving an old story, an old chapter behind, but we're also leaving the part of ourselves that was compatible with that story behind. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is likely going to be a week where you are going to get a chance to connect with somebody, but logistically they might not be near at hand this week. So this could be something at a distance, this could be something online, but you will have the opportunity to close the distance soon enough. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you ever want to get a session with me, because these are just general readings, you can always go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again later. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot, so the weather and traffic for your week starting April 15th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. On the 18th and the 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries, which is all about unexpected favors and happy accidents. And this is occurring in your second house of income, employment, values, valuables, and security. And there could be some kind of unexpected favor or happy accident developing in an agreement or in a situation that turns itself inside out, but in your favor. Happy accidents can occur where we get opportunities to score some money that we aren't normally used to getting when we do or how we do. This could also indicate unexpected favors, maybe helping us to maneuver or navigate a different path or a door that opens professionally. Or this could indicate a shift in your finances coming in because of some kind of special gift or favor that is not really a part of the norm in this area of your life, or hasn't been until this point. On the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, contracts, as well as helpful third parties and allies and collaborations. And we're looking at flips of fortune taking place here and 14-year cycle changes. And it's very special in the third house because when we see Jupiter and Uranus come together, which only occurs once every 14 years, we get an opportunity to close up a lot of commitments, contracts, and stories that have been following us for upwards of 14 years, maybe even going back and having their seeding back in 14 years ago. And this is going to be giving you a chance to swap out a lot of things that have basically been running your life with things that are very much superior. Now, this could also indicate an opportunity for you to try something that you've been doing either with that you're trying to get off the ground, but you might not necessarily have the tools, or the right people might not be close enough at hand, or you're getting a chance to even undo or unmake certain contracts or agreements that still exert an influence over the present. Either way, with Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, there is a big lift for everybody. And for you, this could be changing not only the world of contracts, commitments, and promises for you, and agreements, maybe unmaking and undoing them, but also substituting them with superior ones, but also giving you a chance to make a big score through some kind of important collaboration, hookup, or alliance that is going to be maturing and helping to bring in a new cycle in your life. So that is not just for 3 days, though. That is also going to be a theme of this following month and a half. So it's just getting started, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So that's the astrology with the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time for your weekly tarot and the traffic. And so usually I'll charge and shuffle these on camera. I've decided I'm just going to charge and shuffle them off camera and just lay them out, get down to business as soon as we cut to this portion of the video. So I hope that's okay. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and of course, love and romance and partnerships. So let's see what's going on here. Well, it looks like your spiritual theme this week is the 10 of Pentacles upright, which is all about happiness, long-term success, wealth, abundance, security. The 10 of Pentacles is a card that talks about wrapping up a lot of stages, wrapping up a lot of stories. It is one of the cards of closure and completion, but also one that is setting up new, happy, long-term normals. And so you're going to find that throughout the course of this week, a lot of long ventures or long processes that you have been involved in, especially professionally, but even as it relates to maybe a family situation, a group situation, or a living situation, are all going to start wrapping up. Now, with the 10 of Pentacles, this could be be something that does indicate a transition is also happening at the same time. And so you might notice that while everything is moving you on up in the world, there's also going to be a lot of environmental shifts, a lot of environmental transformations that are emblematic of not only what is going away, what we're closing up, what's phasing out, but also what's phasing in. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs, you've got the King of Pentacles reversed. And the King of Pentacles reversed is a card where we need to be careful when it comes to people that we are giving a lot of control, or people that we don't know are actually exerting some kind of control or limitation over us, and how that could actually be not only cramping our style, but even keeping us from being able to invest or prioritize things that would be good for us. With the King of Pentacles reversed, this can sometimes show up as a very authoritarian person. This can show up as a very controlling person, a very demanding person, somebody that is very committed to what they do as far as maybe their work or whatever activities they're involved in, but also somebody that has a tendency to create a lot of problems at the same time, alienating other people and themselves. This could also, if it's not a person, indicate an aspect of your work or a job development, or even something going on with a family member or an associate where it's very clear that there is some oppression being exerted over you in such a way where it's actually maybe blocking you in some way, crossing you up, creating issues, as well as falsely rewarding you for staying in or committing to something that is never going to pay off. So maybe this is something that we need to be ready to, confront for real, because, well, with the King of Pentacles reversed, we might be secure, but it's definitely not really the best we could do or good for us to stay in that kind of situation. And you may have to come face to face with that kind of influence this week. For your community, communications, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. And the Five of Wands reversed is indicating a timeout, downtime, people taking a step back, maybe not getting so involved, or needing to take a break. Now, this could be a situation where maybe somebody that you know, a friend, a relative, a partner, or an associate, is choosing to disengage from something that they normally do with you. Or this could be a situation where you find out somebody is quitting something or disengaging something in their life in order to simplify things for them. And it will have an effect on you and what's going on around you too. Or this could be you deciding to disengage, or maybe even put somebody on timeout this week. And it is going to, however it happens, whether they're doing it or you're doing it, whether it's for good reasons or it's for very frustrating reasons, with the Five of Wands reversed, we see peace, we see relaxation, we see calm, we see harmony coming back into our world. It might be kind of an awkward moment, but it is something that's going to be good for you. For your challenge this week, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. And the Nine of Cups upright is a very weird challenge because it's all about wishes getting granted, yes answers, fantasy fulfillment, happiness, contentment, satisfaction. And so when this card shows up as a challenge, it's sometimes what can happen here is we might have to face a dissonance between what we want, what we're wishing for on the inside, our deeply personal desires, versus what we are trying to work on creating or manifesting in the world. And those two different spectrums are at war with each other. The Nine of Cups upright says your personal wishes, the stuff you keep in your heart that you may or may not share with others, are getting manifest this week. But it may come into a clash with what you have orchestrated or created around you. The Nine of Cups upright can also indicate very good news coming to you, but you might be in a situation where it does not feel like it jives with your normal goings on. And so you are being challenged to accept and celebrate and indulge where things are going to be working in your favor, even if maybe on the outside it's looking like it's not what you've been in the mundane, in the everyday, right? In the sort of, I guess you could say Pleasantville experience, have been working to maintain or co-create. It's something a bit more personal, a bit more, again, locked into your soul, that's more organic, that's coming true. And that can create disruptions every once in a while, right? Especially if you've been kind of keeping up a lot of things for other people or for the peace or whatever, and then what you've got going on in your heart is totally different. But it's still going to be very good for you. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Fool reversed. And the Fool card reversed is all about bad starts, blocked starts, things that maybe are not really getting off on the right foot, or maybe starting on the wrong foot, starting down the wrong road, or coming forth into being the wrong way. Now, the Fool card reversed is often something that can show up when people are being too controlling, too finicky, or too closed-minded. They might be trying to orchestrate a bit too much. They're being probably, just a little bit too controlling for their own good. This could be something going on with a partner, or a partner intended, or a spouse. There could be something getting messed up or mixed up. There could be a lot of errors or mistakes coming from this approach, kind of butting of heads, even some conflict, or low-key, but still there. Or with the Fool card reversed, it's just that somebody's closed-mindedness or lack of open-mindedness is creating problems in some way. Or this could indicate possibly getting off on the wrong foot because of some other kind of conflict of interest that maybe does need to get worked out first. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, there could be something that needs to be addressed before going into a new relationship discussion with somebody new or somebody recent. Otherwise, we might just be stumbling into something on the wrong foot there as well. But with the Fool card reversed, again, see what it is that needs to be worked out. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.